Good afternoon, everyone. It's been quite a while since I've made a video, and it is Monday. It's July 12th, and it's about 4:45 in the afternoon. It's extremely hot here in Kansas City. It's actually, I think, the hottest weather that we've had all summer. We've had a very unusual summer this year. Actually, our whole year, the weather's been unusual. Above average rain, below normal temperatures, and so this is the first day it's really been hot, and I could sure feel it freeze at work and then come out into 95-degree temperatures. Yeah. So the reason for my absence is that I was struggling really badly, and it seemed fruitless for me to vlog, and it seems it started when my brother, about May last year when my brother passed. Things have been a challenge, and my head hasn't been in the game at all, and I found myself trying to spice it up by buying new gadgets and new foods, and making the most, trying to find recipes that would be exciting, trying to spice things up, to no avail. And if you don't have it up here, it's not going to work. And I've ended up gaining about 15 of the 60 pounds that I've lost. I don't want to call this too soon. I had struggled with wanting to quit, but I had promised so many people I wouldn't quit this time. I don't want to be a quitter. And so I started just sliding really badly back into old habits. But I was reading a blog, I think on Spark People, and this lady had lost probably about 150 pounds or so, and she had been inspired by a book called Made to Crave. And I can't pronounce the lady's last name, but you can't see it, and you just can't. Made to Crave, it's Lysa, Lysa Terkeurst, Terkeurst, and she is president of the Proverbs 31 Ministries, and it's satisfying your deepest desire with God, not food. And I had the book. I had bought the book. I hadn't read it, picked it up. So I started to read it, and it really spoke to me. I mean, it really spoke to me up here. And basically, God has made us to crave, and to crave Him. And instead, we sort of subvert those cravings to craving other things, whether it's shopping, or money, or clothes, or food, and how we need to turn to God through prayer to help us control the cravings. Really made a lot of sense to me. I'm on chapter 5, and I had started reading this last weekend, and starting Monday I began the practice of when I felt a desire for food or a craving for food, I would pray. I also, one of the things that I did was I figured that, you know, I was making this more and more complicated, and I needed to get back to simplicity. Instead of going out and spending like $200–300 on food, only to gain weight, that I needed to really simplify it. And so I would cook me up some chicken and some rice and take that to work for lunch. I'd take my breakfast. I would take some instant oatmeal, and I do like it sweet, so I would have some of this blend of brown sugar. That's half the calories of sugar, and I would take a tablespoon of that to plop in my oatmeal. I'd take some fruit, and there was no snacking. And I did that all week. When I come home, I'd have a simple dinner, trying to use the things that I had here at home rather than going out to the grocery store. I really like those Morningside grillers, and so I would have some of that with some rice or noodles or something, but in proportion and in a serving size. And no, I didn't have, I don't think I had any sweet stuff. Drank my water. I did not exercise. When I got on the scale on Saturday at Weight Watchers, I had lost 6.6 pounds. I was flabbergasted. So something in this book has really, really taken hold in my head. And I see things a little bit differently now than I was prior to a week ago. Last week was a bad week. It was a very bad week. One of my friends at work died, and also I had some big issues at work that I'm not going to talk about, but they absolutely floored me. So last week could not have been a more stressful week. Well, I shouldn't say that. It probably could have been a more stressful week. But all of that went on, and I lost 6.6 pounds. Just simply because I didn't snack, and I didn't eat unless I was hungry. I would really ask myself, are you hungry? Well, why don't you wait 15 more minutes? And I'd wait 15 more minutes, and, well, maybe 5 more minutes. And I'd wait 5 minutes. And then I would decide, yeah, I'm hungry. No, I'm not hungry. One day I started to shake. My blood sugar really dropped. But this week, today, I took my oatmeal, my brown sugar, a banana. I had a boneless, skinless turkey thigh, and some rice. I took a granola bar, and some yogurt, some Greek yogurt, and I took an extra one of that because sometimes after lunch, around 3 o'clock, I get off at 3:30, I start to get really hungry. And it is hunger. It's not craving, it's hunger. And so I wanted to make sure that I had something good and nutritious to fill that hole if that happened. But I came home with it. So this week, today was a good day. I'm going to make myself a salad. And when I get done here, and I'm going to make myself a salad and some a turkey breast sandwich on the light white bread. And I'm really hopeful. I think I've turned the corner. I love that book. That book is so good. I have it on my Kindle, of course. And I went ahead and I just ordered the hardback book, because I'm notating it in my Kindle, and I really actually want a hard copy of it. That way I can thumb through it, read it again, dog ear it, whatever I want, but I've got a hard copy of it. I love my Kindle, but God forbid something happen and I lose all the books that I have on it. And that to me is a really important book. Another change that's been in our household is that 2 months ago we adopted 2 dogs. They were my cousin's dogs. He was no longer able to take care of them. So we have a 4-year-old Shepherd and a 4-year-old Yorkie, in addition to our 11-year-old Chow Australian Shepherd. So there's a lot more activity and stuff here in the house. Chaos. And I haven't given up, and I think that that is really important. I'm glad I haven't given up. I really have simplified things, because I went to Aldi's, I went to Walmart, and my husband works at Walmart, so we do get a discount on some things. Food, no, but you never know what things in the food section you get a discount on. But I think I spent about $160, and with his 10% discount, and then coupons that I had, and then I got turned on to Ibotta, I-B-O-T-T-A, which is an app for your smartphone. And you watch videos or answer a questionnaire, and you get 10 cents off on if you buy a certain yogurt or whatever. But so between that, I got that down to, and the savings catcher that they have. So I think I ended up with about $140 on top of all of that. And since I am looking for another job, yes, I'm still working, but I'm looking for another job. I need to learn how to economize, and one of those things is the simpler foods rather than all those exotic ingredients that I was buying, because they didn't inspire me. It was God that has inspired me. God has inspired me. And I'm going to lean more heavily on Him to help me through this. We will see how this week goes. I'm hopeful, very hopeful. And I don't know, my hair's growing out, and I want to get it cut, and that's what's basically been going on here. We're talking about turning off the DirecTV, which would save us about probably about $100 a month, and go with what was it called? Chrome something. I think it's attached to Google, but a Chrome something, Chromecast. And also for Christmas, I'm going to ask for one of those Rokus. So I really do want to get rid of the DirecTV. I'm very unhappy with that. It just isn't what they promised us, and we really don't watch it. It's just a time killer, when I could be reading a book, or playing with the dogs, or taking a walk, or sewing, or cross stitch, or you know how that is. But oh yeah, and something else is that I took up selling Avon, and I've been enjoying that too. A lot of people at work have been buying their Avon from me. It's just something sort of fun, and it's for myself, and I've enjoyed that. Again, I spend too much money on that. So, but I have made some money. I have made enough money that I could buy myself an iPhone. So, yay, Sandy Joe. So, but that's what I really wanted to share with you, is that I've found something, something that I think is really what I've been looking for all along, because this is my biggest enemy. Yes, Satan, but this up here, if your head's not in it, you're gonna fail, and I was failing miserably, and I'm glad that I only gained 15 pounds. Well, and I've gotten rid of 6.6 of it, so there we go. It's a good start. I don't expect to lose that much this week, but oh, and they're gonna have an extra, like, in service at the Weight Watcher, at Weight Watchers tomorrow night. I'm looking forward to going to that. And so that is it. So struggle, struggle, struggle. Life is a struggle. I guess that's where growth comes. So I don't have all the answers. I certainly don't. But I do feel good about the direction that it's taken here. And so I will say God bless, and you guys have a wonderful summer. Enjoy your summer. Find your motivation where you can. You might want to check out that book at the library if you are of the spiritual nature. If you aren't, then that's not going to speak to you. But that being said, God bless everyone.